good opportunity in Cincinnati this year. Last year's 11-8. His ERA is 2.87 and 175 innings pitched. That's what I'm talking about being cognizant about these guys, right? Because never fails, you're going to have to draft a guy like Robbie Ray, or you're going to have to draft a guy like Yu Darvish, and you're going to have to eat a little bit of a high ERA to get counting stats, right? So why not come along and pick up a guy like Sonny Gray to even that out? 99 ADP, he's just 30 years old, okay? Winding down, I got two more guys I want to talk about because I think they're important. The first guy I want to talk about, don't leave yet, Vic. Two guys, and then I'll let you go. 3 minutes. Carlos Martinez. Guys, Carlos Martinez is just 28 years old. It seems like he's been in the major league for 15 years. Last year, he got injured, had to come back in, and basically took over the closer's job, although he didn't do a very good job. He got 24 saves, and he had an ERA of 3.17. This guy's a workhorse. He wants to start. He'll be in the rotation this year. His ADP is 197. You're talking about a 15th round pick? That's extreme value. Extreme value out of Carlos Martinez this year. The last one I want to talk about, and maybe two more. Malpal, Jameson Taillon. To your point early on in the show, Jameson Taillon, 673 ADP. Obviously, that's going to go up a couple hundred at least points between now and, I don't know, late February. That might be the steal of draft. The kid's had some bad luck. He's obviously got talent. He's proven he can do it in small spurts in Pittsburgh. It's time for him to put it all together. I love Jameson Taillon as a bounce back this year. I won't talk about Tuki Toussaint. I won't talk about Carlos Rodon because I want to talk about Cal Quantrill. Cal Quantrill's ADP is 4. Sorry, I wrote this down. I got to say it. I'm like Ron Burgundy in that regard. It's 4.80 for Cal Quantrill. Last year's, yes, I referenced Ron Burgundy. Okay? If it's on the teleprompter, I'm reading it. 4.80 out of Cal Quantrill. 24 years old last year. The Padres, up-and-coming team. 6-8 with a 5.16 ERA. 89 Ks to 28 walks and 103 innings pitched. I know what you're saying. Chappy, that's not great. But again, you have to think this is a kid. He is young. So you have to start to kind of cherry pick a little bit. So from June 26th to August 20th, if you think about this, right? For these young pitchers, the hardest parts of the year is getting up to speed quickly, and then the grind of the year on the back end. So if you go from June 26th to August 20th, you talk about a 2-month period, 11 games, he was 5-2 with a 2.23 ERA, and 40 Ks and 48 innings pitched to just 11 walks. I look for that to get projected out further this year. Maybe not for the entire season yet, but for much. So, 6-8 with a 5.16 ERA could turn into 10-7 with a 3.98 ERA pretty quickly if he just expands on what he's done well. Okay? All right. It's 8 o'clock. Out of discipline's sake, I want to keep these at an hour. I'm going to be on next week at Tuesday. I'm going to be on at 7 o'clock. I'm going to be on with Arnie, I believe, at 9 o'clock. Getting the band back together. Thank you so much. I want to thank everyone on the website. George, Lenny, Malpal, Royals, Vishal, Timothy. Anyone else? Guest Charisse. That sounds like a Patrick Stroopy do to me. All my friends, thanks for joining. I'm Chappy. Chaps Fantasy Chat. Next week, I'm going to talk prospects. Just like with pitching, you don't want to miss this shit. That's my shit. Come talk some prospects with me on Tuesday. Love you guys. Thanks for your support. Chaps Fantasy Chat on the Lenny Melnick Fantasy Sports Network. I love this. I hope you guys see it. Thank you guys. Have a good evening. Have a good evening. The whiskey's catching up to me. Have a good evening. God bless. See you all on Tuesday.